So the week after my mixed-fated trip to Newcastle, I took some time out of my photography business to attend the now quite controversial consecrations of the Society of St. Pius X over in Switzerland. Which, controversial to say the least. It certainly made its way onto the headlines of even secular newspapers. And I think especially for those who might not be Catholic, you might kind of look at this and go, what's the big deal? Why are these people doing this? And more importantly, for me, what's the big deal for me? Why would I be talking about this when I've built my social media channels around things like the railways and increasingly talking about heritage in the wider sense, but also just in general society and events and travel and lots of different things? Well, for me, I travel around a lot in order to not only just take lots of interesting photographs, but also to kind of explore the world, get to understand a bit of how the world works. But the bigger issue for me is actually having important conversations that I think need to be had about making the world a better place, which is, I think, something we all want to do. Question is, on what basis do we do so? What's our sort of yardstick or focal point for measuring our progress, and not only how far we've come, but also where we've come from and where we're going? And for me, that focus and that yardstick, that sort of unchanging point, lies in the understanding of human nature and its purpose that I get from my faith. So when I see the Catholic faith, the very identity of what it means to be a Catholic, the entire belief system being effectively undermined by the people whose job it is to maintain and to defend that, then I'm going to stand with those who are willing to put their reputations, and even in some cases their lives, on the line to defend these core philosophical and theological principles of Catholicism. And when I think about the heritage that is so important, I think it's important because it speaks to something that is transcendental in our human nature. And religion and culture are part of that heritage. And Catholicism is part of my heritage, and that is something that I want to see preserved as much as I want to see all of the other facets of heritage, of human heritage and culture preserved, that I spend a lot of time talking about in my vlogging and moving forward into my podcasting.